One thing that like I think probably was pretty obvious that something like this would be in the documentary. Though I was sort of surprised at the emphasis exactly it was given because this is supposed to be at the real Paris Hilton, and she talks a lot about sort of this like this put on she does, right? This like this affectation. She does the character of Paris, and of course she does, right? I mean, remember like I totally wiped this out of my brain, but that TV show she did with Nicole Richie, that was like
The Simple Life.
that it was just them like at a farm pretending not to know what Walmart was when like they obviously do. You hang out with the people who own it, like you know what fucking Walmart is.
Or like that they didn't know how to clean a floor or a bathtub or whatever. Yeah.
And I mean, and like even at the time I remember being like, this is obviously like not, it's a character, right?
Yeah, it's a TV show.
And like it did go like quite a bit into like the character of Paris Hilton.
Yeah, I mean that's what it kind of seemed to hinge on, this idea that her entire life or her entire public persona has been a presentation of a character that she's created, named Paris, who is this like, toxinous voice.
Okay, so actually I was going to ask, I do need you to
That wasn't really the voice. Okay, let me see if I can do it. It's like, she always says yes. Did you notice that?
Can you be like, Brace, I will go to dinner with you?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
But she's like, that's hot.
yeah.
Yes, that's hot. And it's like really, like, it's like the vocal fry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, queen of podcasting.
And you can hear it when you watch the movie, there's like moments where her voice is completely different, and other, like, her sister comments on it and her mother comments on it.
I mean, she comments on it during the scene where she's like doing a mic check.
Yeah, and we were talking about it earlier, and I was saying what's really interesting is there will be points where it feels like she's about to, or she's like kind of in the middle of revealing something personal about herself, and then suddenly that kind of high-pitched, gravelly voice comes in, and now she's back into like character mode, or what she calls a mask. Throughout the film. And so, okay, so whatever. We're not here to we're not doing film criticism or whatever. The big reveal and where this all goes is that Paris opens up and she says it's something that she's never talked about, but that this is what she says: something happened in my childhood that I've never talked about with anyone. I still have nightmares about it. I wish I could bring a camera into my dreams and show you what it's like. It's terrifying. And I relive that every night. I experienced it, and to this day I'm still traumatized, and I think the only way to have these nightmares stop is to do something about it. And so that's kind of the crux of the film. And she details that after her family moved to New York when I think she was about 14, 15, and that's when she and her sister were kind of socialites, splashed all over the tabloids, and she was out partying and being crazy, that after a couple years of being out all night and partying and drinking and, whatever else, her parents sent her to a series of basically what's called like educational centers for troubled kids. And she details the kind of different schools that she was sent to, and the amount of like physical and emotional abuse that she endured. In particular, she talks about a school called Provo Canyon School in Utah. But she was sent to a series of other schools that she names, including one named Sea-Doo, which I think we're going to talk about specifically in a little bit. But it's pretty heartbreaking to watch. Toward the end of the film, she has a bit of a reunion with some of her, like a former roommate and some former friends who were at Provo Canyon School with her while she was there, and it's pretty intense as they're detailing the various forms of abuse that they endured, including what they call torture, and I think that's correct. Paris says she was thrown in solitary confinement. They were force-fed. They were fed drugs, to sedate them. One woman alleges that she witnessed sexual abuse. It's unclear if that was like herself or if she witnessed it to others, but it's a pretty harrowing story, and it sort of makes I think we'll get into this later, but it makes the creation of Paris, the character Paris Hilton, that much more fascinating as a kind of PTSD response to what was months of child abuse.